Hello everyone and welcome back inside of Fallout. Nick here with Degenerate Gaming, and we're going to be continuing our walkthrough here of Fallout 4. First things we're going to do is we're going to go into the workshop here and grab the Triple C. And we got a couple of weapons here in the last run that had some mods on them that we're going to end up taking off. And it doesn't cost much. We're going to take the long barrel off this thing. As you can see, switching it to the stub, which is the default one, only costs a screw and one steel. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're also going to put the standard magazine. We're going to take the large magazine off. We're going to add those to the Triple C. And this is a good idea to do. I mean, obviously, you don't really need to do it too often early in the game, as most things that you find will have different things on them anyways. Oops, I forgot to do the magazine. And we're not exactly flush with screws and parts at the moment, so knowing when to do it, and you use your best judgment on that. I like to, especially stockpile things. That way I see what I have at a large group, what I want to take off and what I don't. But for now, we're going to stash the Triple C for this run. Go to the mods. We'll get rid of these. Also good to check the mods out, as those don't weigh much, but they can pile up if you don't pay attention. So make sure you get those out of here. We have our regular combat attire. We're going to go over there and see if we can't mod anything. Real quick. Okay, well, now that we have the armor. We're out of oil. Alright, so that's something we're going to need to take care of here soon, so we can mod the rest of our armor. We're going to need a lot of oil. Let's see if we can get a lighter build on. Nope, we need cork. Alright, so we're pimped there. For now. Let's check our weight real quick again. Alright, 60. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. We're going to go to our workshop here. We're going over to 8. We're going to grab a jet. There's actually a dialogue with a character we can do for a pretty good amount of XP. So let's go talk to Mama Murphy.
Welcome back. People don't think so easy. Find some assistance
Hey.
You're tied to this place, kid. Your energy.
We'll keep it simple here. All X answers. Just kind of breeze through this.
I used to live here. A long time ago.
But the distant past ain't so distant for you. I saw you leave that icebox. This whole world is like some bad dream you can't wake up from, isn't it? The site can help you, kid. It always has answers. Just gotta bring me some jet so I can see what it wants to tell you.
Here. Already have some.
Like a little kick yourself, huh? This'll do. Now, let me ride the high to where the site wants to take me. Diamond City holds answers, but they're locked tight. You ask them what they know, but people's hearts are chained up with fear and suspicion. But you find it. You find that heart that's gonna lead you to your boy. Oh, it's bright. So bright against the dark alleys it walks. That's what you need to do, kid. Follow the signs to the bright heart. Phew. Wow. That took more out of me than usual. I'm gonna need to rest now, kid.
Alright, we're going to go catch some shut-eye real quick before we head out. It's also worth noting that a little dialogue with Mama Murphy, depending on where you're at in the storyline, can actually change. So if you're a little further along in the game and you see something different, just keep that in mind. Okay, now as far as the business being over with, we are going to head out on the first step, which is talk to the settlers at Tenpines Bluff, which is right there. Also, we leveled up, so we're going to go into the perk chart, and we are going to go to Rifleman. So attacks with non-automatic rifles do 20% more damage, and we're going to be investing in that perk quite a bit before it's all said and done with. We're going to fast travel to Thicket Excavations, as it's our farthest point east that we have. And speaking of rad stags, which you're seeing on the screen, we're going to be seeing one of these here in a minute, actually. Might not be there for you, but it is for me in all my practice runs. Okay. Once you fast travel into Thicket, you're going to want to head up the hill here, and the rad stag should be over there somewhere. You get up to the crossroad here. There it is, and I like to manually snipe this just because headshots are a lot easier to accomplish outside of that. So if you have a skilled hand, I would suggest using it. With VATS, you probably aren't going to take him down in one shot. You may. Oh, my jumping is terrible. Anyways, you can come up on this billboard here. There's a couple of items. There is a short pipe bolt action rifle, as you can see here. So you're going to grab that. Take welding goggles and a 45 round. And that's it for that. So you come, really, you can't walk through there? That's weird. We're gonna head back towards the mission marker here from the billboard, just kind of a little to the east. You'll see hub flower here. We're gonna want to grab that, and you're gonna want to be careful. There's a rad roach right here on the other side. He's hiding. Apparently he was eating this corpse. And yeah, there's a little corpse in a shallow grave here, or who knows what he was doing. Anyways, he's got some caps, mechanic jumpsuit, and a 10 mil pistol. There's also some food in this cooler usually. And he's dead, so he really don't need the shit, so we'll gladly take it. Now, moving forward, you're going to want to head directly towards the mission marker. There is a little fenced-in area up here towards the north that has some mongrel dogs in it that you're going to want to avoid. If you're really feeling froggy, you can go over there and take them on. But as they are a little more difficult to deal with, I'm going to opt out of doing that, at least for now anyway. Let's see, you can't really see the fenced-in area. It's over there, you're just going to have to take my word for it. Remember to give VATS a tap every once in a while you're strolling through the wasteland here. Alright. Heading straight to the mission marker, you'll see some hub flower here, and there's also another one off to the left, along with some silt bean. And let's put the weapons away and we'll go talk to the settlers at Tenpines Bluff.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Take it easy. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days after Quincy. Bad business, that.
Okay, we'll just keep it simple here until the Minutemen are back.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks, stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Alright, so that'll update our map here and give us the next step in the quest, which is to head to Coverga Assembly Plant, which we'll be going there later after a little while.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a welcome change for the better.
Okay, so before we leave, you can collect all this tato. There's some gunshots in the background I hear. Probably down the ridge there, and we're gonna head that way here in a minute. Also, before I like to leave, there's also some rad roaches over here. That are pretty easy to deal with here. Go over here and kill them for, an easy 21 experience. Again, completely optional, doesn't really make much of a difference. Okay, good, it's a nice clear day. There, that ramp over there, there's a little bandit camp over there that we're gonna go visit with a few raiders in it, or actually they're not gunners. That's where we're gonna ultimately end up. We're gonna go check this house out and see what all that gunfighting was for. So you want to try and make your way down this rock ledge here. Take it slow. You don't want to just dive off. And it's worth noting that there could be some enemies over here in the little hut, or excuse me, the busted up house. So you're going to want to make sure that the place is clear. As you can see, it definitely is not. Okay, and it's not here now, but there's also, sometimes there is a gunner in here, and he has a note, and when you find that note, it unlocks a quest. I'm not going to talk about that now, because we didn't find it on this run, but I did find it in practice. And obviously, there's Vault-Tec lunchbox down there in the corner you're going to want to grab. Any beer bottles or any shit laying on the floor we're going to take. And moving on. Move over to the freeway here, and there is a little shack up here on the left hand side. It's like right under the freeway. We're gonna go check it out. There's a few bloat flies over there, and one black bloat fly, which is a little bit bigger and uglier than the other ones. So whether you want to go around to the far side or come in this way. You should probably see if you can't get the drop on one of them, and then take out the other two when they get into close range. No, there should be. Yeah, he's still in there. Look, these damn bloat flies are so much fun to deal with. Okay, so we picked up a little rat damage, nothing too crazy though. I really hate searching for them bloat flies after they blow up, but yeah, after the 4 are gone, that's the extent of it here. There's usually a dead settler here with some bottle caps. Wow, that's quite a bit. And a short hunting rifle, which is useful, but not for what we're about to get. There's always a wood crate, a stim pack on the ground, some food, and a suitcase here, in which we got a suit, which can be useful here. There's also some beer up here by this toolbox, which always has adhesive in it. No, I don't want to sit. Get up, you dumbass. Okay, you see that turned over car? That's what we're gonna head for as we move towards the down freeway here. We're gonna take a stim pack just because this can get kind of hairy. It's worth noting that if you're low level like we are, this can be a little difficult at times, so proceed with caution. Matter of fact, we're gonna give it a little quick save here in case something unfortunate is to befall upon us. And you want to stay hidden while you shoot at this turret up here on these sandbags, as you get your sneak damage here, which will make it a lot easier to deal with. I must have missed there. Alright, once you see that thing blow up, you're gonna the ramp here on the left side, and you'll see why here when we get up to the top. I'm gonna take some psycho while we're on the walk up here. Yeah, get down, brother. Alright. Make sure you have your Molotovs equipped. Smoke the light. Back to the PBA. And let's look for unsuspecting victims. Start tapping bats. There's 2 places they can usually be. In that hut, which sucks. And we have a winner, Bob. Where'd you go? Just sitting there. Shit. And for this, you're going to want to stay hidden as best you can, which means kind of jumping back down the ramp here if you need to. If you need to take a run, do so, because you're going to want that sneak damage. That might have actually helped me. because now they're out. I am a terrible shot today. Holy shit. So they're good and spooked, but as you can see, with caution, I am not detected yet. Got one. And again, these are the only two that are out here. So as soon as you deal with them, this level will be clear. There's another one up top, and we'll deal with him. Good thing I got a crit saved up. That was close. Okay. Let's try this again. We're going to take out the turret here, as you can see it in the sandbags. You're going to want to stay hidden while you do this, as you get that sneak damage. And you should be able to get in about 3 shots. And once we make our approach here, we're going to want to come up the left side of... We're going to want to come up the left side of the ramp. And we're definitely going to want to prioritize staying hidden, as these enemies up here have laser pistols, which can fuck us up at a low level like this fairly quickly. So what we're going to do, take some psycho.
Bring it!
Shoot out the light. Make sure you do that. That'll help you out a lot. Tapping bats. It's going to take some actual sniping here.
Who's there?
Okay, he didn't see me, but we know where he's at now. Okay, he's out. We're burning up the Molotovs today. Go for a run. Gotcha. Okay. Like I said, this can be a very tricky fight because these guys have some superior weaponry, and they're probably a little higher level than we are. Now, once you deal with the two, let's go looting. Make sure you get the turret, as that has some very valuable components in it. You see the gunner's logo all over everything. make sure you look around. There's not a whole lot around here. There's a big, large toolbox, which you're going to want to come get. That's got some adhesive in it, stuff like that. Sometimes the sniper that is up top will be down here, so you're going to want to keep an eye out for that. Just kind of give it a check over there and make sure he's not there. Some blood packs and a first aid box. And what the hell, we're going to sleep for an hour. Okay, maybe I can't. Screw it. Stim packs it is. And we have food too, don't we? Probably shouldn't have burned one of my stim packs, but oh well. You want to make sure you're hidden though before you go up. What the fucking glitch? Alright, now that we've finished looting down here, we're going to head up. You want to make sure you're hidden before you go up there. He could be a number of different locations. I've seen him sleeping in here, wandering up around top here, all of which is very possible. As you can see, he's kind of sleeping. So what we're going to do, we're going to let him sleep. You want to avoid going all the way up the door there. And come around here and we're going to shoot him square in the face while he's sleeping. Because we're so compassionate. Alright. Now, he has a hardened sniper rifle. And whereas also a charging laser sniper here on the ground. Which is another reason we came. Because that is a pretty badass weapon. We're going to end up using some of those mods off of that later. You can look around up here. There's some aluminum TV dinner tray, aluminum can. Not a whole lot of stuff up here, but definitely worth looking around for a couple of things. There's really not a lot you can do with these little couple of stairways going up. They don't really lead anywhere. There's an ammo box, some 38 rounds, which we got a ton of already. And I believe that is it. So we're going to fast travel back home. And we'll sort out what we got. We got some new attire that we're going to end up putting to good use. And we're going to end the video there. We're running a little long here. So I'm going to sign off. When we come back, we're going to head down to Drumlin Diner. And I'm going to open up some vendors there and do a couple of things. Please remember to hit that like button, rate, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at DegenerateGaming. And that's the best spot to get up on the latest channel news and things of that nature. So please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.